Hello everyone, this is OKW Anubis, gonna be putting up some Let's Plays on my YouTube channel here. First one I'm gonna do is this game called
Our
Dust and
world has
Elysian
fallen
Tale.
to fade.
Um,
Its
I think
great
the
works long
originally it was
since
posted up as
decayed.
like an
Its
Xbox Live
storied
Arcade game, but
civilizations long
as of right
since
now, Steam
fallen
Summer
to
Sale is
dust.
going on. I decided that
The
I was going
greatest
to
legends of Elysian,
play it and record it,
long
and
since forgotten.
yeah, well,
What was once a
I guess
land
here
of
I go.
promise
Um,
has
I'm
fallen to the
doing this
ravages
after
of
the fact,
war.
so that way I could,
And it was in
listen
this,
to the story
our
of it
most
as well
desperate
as
hour,
then
that
be
the
able to,
greatest of
understand and play the
Elysian
game.
tales began.
Um, I
The
really like it
lone
so
warrior
far.
stood
It's
against an
really
army,
art heavy,
slashing
and
his
I
way
kind of like
through
that.
all who
It's
opposed him.
really just graphically amazing.
All stood no chance,
Um, and I like
but
how
the
they tell the
soldier
story,
showed no
like
mercy.
especially in this like first part here, where it's
But
like
despite
you
his
don't really
victories,
understand what's going
his
on,
skills, his
and
ruthlessness, the
I
valiant
don't know. I guess
soldier would perish
how do
on
you
this day,
describe it?
not to the
I don't know
martyr,
really,
but to a
but
single child.
this is really cool. I like it. It's really like anime heavy and
Dust,
something you don't really see on
dust,
a very typical
arise.
basis anymore. Um, so yeah. Anyway, so far
What?
what I've gathered from the
I thought
story
you
of it,
saw
it's
it.
kind of like
What
this.
are you?
Uh,
Only that
this
which you have
warrior
seen.
here who gets a
Silent.
magical talking sword, which
How?
is pretty
For what
rad,
purpose?
and has to try and discover
That I do
his
not
own
know.
background and
But
story,
we shall learn in
and
time.
then from there figure out what's
Arise
going
and
on,
claim
what
the
he has to
blade of
do.
Ara.
Um, this since it was originally like a Xbox Live Arcade game, there's not too much to the controls and everything. It's
Stop!
pretty simple. I
Stop right
You can
there!
select actually to
What do
whether to
we
use it
need?
as an Xbox
Me?
Live or
I'm
Xbox 360
finished.
controller,
Guardian of the sword.
mouse and keyboard, or just keyboard
No
only.
offense,
I
but
think the
aren't you a
keyboard
bit,
is just easy
well,
enough for a game this
small?
simple, but
For a guardian, I mean.
that's all
Hey,
I'm
I
doing,
just
I
look after
guess,
that thing.
for the moment.
After 200 years,
Um,
nobody
I
expects a
find
sword
that
to just
Fidget, this
fly off
little
and start,
like
talking.
kind of reminds me
I'm kind
like
of wishing
Otzel
somebody
from
told
Jack and
me this was
Daxter
part
with
of the job
wings thing.
description. Or maybe they
Kind
did,
of
even if it
annoying,
just wasn't
but
their
maybe she'll
intention.
grow on me. I don't
That
know.
happens
Just
sometimes.
all I hear
I'm
is whiny,
sorry,
whiny,
I
whiny, whiny,
think I
whiny, whiny,
misheard
whiny.
before. You said your name was
Anywho, actual
Fidget?
game.
Hey,
Um,
this isn't
I
about
really,
me.
really like it.
You're the one
It's
who's got
cool.
my
Combat's
sword.
simple,
How
but
about you tell me your
it's
name?
really effective.
I'm, ah,
I like the combo
I am
system. I'm used to
Fidget.
it from games
His
like,
name is
Devil May
Dust,
Cry,
and he is the one
um,
who woke me from my
where you have
slumber.
to get a whole bunch of combos together
so
to earn more
Fidget's the name.
experience.
That's me.
Um,
And you're
I don't
Dust?
know.
It
I
would
pulled off
seem
a
that
couple of really
way,
good ones
though
in
I
this first
can't
part
recall
here,
that name.
so hopefully you'll
So, what
get to
is
see
this
that and
sword?
I am the
kind of
blade of Ara,
go, wow,
and
that's kind of
you,
cool.
Dust,
And
are my
hopefully
fated
this
sword
Let's
bearer.
Play
Yes, well,
will
that's
make you
all
want to go
great
out
and
and buy the
everything, but
game.
I
I mean,
think it's about
Steam
time we
Summer
got the
Sale right
sword
now,
back
it's
to
like
the company.
$7, but
I can't let you just leave with this sword, Fidget.
as of when I'm
Right now,
recording
it's
it,
the
it's
only thing
probably
that
going to be
knows
only
who
up
I
for another
am.
12 hours or
I
so.
don't even know how I got here.
But it's going to be on sale
Well,
until like
then
the
you leave me
22nd,
no choice.
so it'll
I,
you guys should be able to pick it up
I
for a decent
challenge you.
price.
The winner gets the sword.
This is one game that I've just been meaning to play and haven't gotten around to it.
Well,
Oh, and sorry about these long pauses. Sometimes I'll get
All
distracted.
right,
I
you win.
have other
But
people
don't
running
think
around and the
I'm
TV
leaving
was on.
empty-handed. I'm coming
Um,
with you.
so if there's a
But,
long pause, I
I'll give
apologize.
the sword back
But
when you're done doing,
other than that,
whatever it is you're doing.
it's
what
pretty
exactly
fluid.
am I doing, Ara?
I don't
The
tend to
answers you
go
seek
off
lie
and
to the
do other
east.
things.
There is a path through
Um,
the glade that leads down the
like
mountainside,
I don't
and from there you will
deviate from
find
the
a
main
village.
path too much
That
unless I
is your
know
first step.
absolutely that there's something of
Then will
benefit,
you give me the sword?
like
Or
certain
will you maybe
weapons
give
or
it back home
abilities in
before
games and
anyone
stuff like that.
notices it's
So
gone?
usually I try
When I
and stay
find
on the
out
main
just what it
path.
is I'm
I have a
supposed
really
to
bad
do with
habit
it,
of like
it's all
burning through the
yours,
game as
Fidget.
fast as
Come on,
possible
let's go.
on my first playthrough, and then I'll go back on a second playthrough and then really deeply go into it. Now the reason I'm going over here to the right, it's not the main path, but I played the game like a couple of god damn, I'm such an idiot. I played the game a little bit before to get my recording settings down, and I realized that there were boxes that needed those keys, so I decided to go over that way, and that's one of the boxes I was just talking about. I figured out that you needed a key for one of those, so I decided to move over to the left and see if there was anything over there, and sure enough there was a key. Luckily you didn't get to see me like fumbling through these first parts trying to figure out like what the jumping controls and everything were. It was really bad. Like for this part here, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm just swinging my sword around at this point. I think I'm just getting my controls down again. But other than that, yeah. I mean, the combat system, really simple. It's just the J and K keys. Well, J, K, and L. So it's nothing too complicated. It's not like you have to go all across your keyboard and hit like, you know, the number pad and all that. So it's really, really simple. And this is just explaining your map. It reminds me a lot of like the older Castlevania, Metroid style games where it was just like a kind of like grid style. And this is one of the ability things I was talking about. If you see me go completely off path, it's just because I want to grab one of those. Yeah, but this is the dash ability. It lets you kind of like do a mad hop across your screen, so that way you can avoid damage. It's really, really handy when you're trying to rack up some combos to get extra XP. Oh yeah, and at this part, this is where I was going for that box. So this is one of those parts where I said I'm not going to deviate too far unless I know something of importance is there.
Correction. We
And these
found
boxes
a
are
locked chest.
pretty important. You get like health items and money and
Smash it open.
shite from it.
That would be
So,
unwise dust. These chests are
um,
protected by arcane locks from the last era.
man, these
and are well
dialogues,
beyond
they
my
really go on
capabilities.
forever. It's kind of hard to think of things to talk
What's
about
really
while
the
I'm
key, then?
sitting here waiting for the action. Yeah, oh, one of the cool things I thought about this game, the mini games. You know, just the simple button combination mini games. Probably later on in the game, once you get into more chapters, it'll get more complicated and faster. Excuse me. But yeah, I tried to go see if like I could duck into that little spot there, and apparently I can't. Only the rabbits can go through it. And yeah, I don't know. I experiment like that just to see what I can do here in the game. Apparently there's got to be something going on here, obviously. Oh, I thought this part was funny. Yeah,
Calm yourself,
they
midget.
the
Dust,
monsters get the jump on you,
focus.
and
Remember what you've learned thus
they
far.
decide to go, hold on guys, hold on, we'll let you get through all your dialogue and let y'all figure out what you want to do, then we'll attack you. And like I said, I already knew how to do some of the combos and everything, so I get into some, I guess, kind of advanced stuff. I'd more say intermediate. But
Strange.
yeah, the first time I did that, I was stumbling around so bad.
Wield the blade of
So
Ara,
thank God I
and with
played
it,
a little bit of this game
all the
before I
skills and
figured it
beauty
out, or before I started recording it.
Monsters?
Is that why I summoned you? To control
Yeah,
this power?
again, the
It is
little
unlikely,
Ansel
Dust,
with
that I would
wings,
awaken from my
annoying
slumber for such
grr.
selfish reasons. There is
But
a
anywho,
village beyond these
yeah,
walls. Perhaps finding it will aid in restoring
combat's
your
really
memories.
fun. I find it not to be too difficult.
And then we'll be in the clear, right?
I'm just playing on normal, as you guys saw at the beginning,
Fidget, I think things are
so it's
about
not
to
going to
get
be
a
really,
whole
really,
lot
really hard.
worse.
But at points, which you'll see coming up, I kind of,
At least take these people
am not doing the best in the world. I mean, I'm no MLG player or anything like that, so, you know. But, like again, this is one of those points where I said I was going to get I got distracted by something, and this is me just going back to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then halfway back I realized, nah, I didn't miss anything. I'll probably not be doing too many of these single player Let's Plays, or I just won't do them as often. It's really hard to think of things to talk about when you're by yourself. I can understand why it's so hard. But, you know, I'm just trying to, I guess, inform everybody about how the game is and what I like and dislike about it. More than likely, I'll actually be recording what I say as I play the game, so that way you can kind of get my reaction to everything at the time of the event. Seems like it would be a little bit more interesting. But hey, you know, live and learn. Anywho, yeah, this is one of those points where I'm just trying to figure out combos and other things. I realized it's not like Devil May Cry where it's really like ground combo heavy. This game really requires you to start kicking people up in the air. And I try and pull off as many combos as I can while I'm on the ground. It's just what I'm comfortable with, because I played a lot of, like I said, the original Devil May Cries. Like Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, where you also get to play as Virgil with his 3 combos, and Devil May Cry 4, because Nero was super melee, like super ground combo heavy. So, and I didn't know if, you know, crouching and doing anything was gonna help. So I decided to try and give it a shot, see if there were any like crouch combos, but apparently not. So hopefully as I get used to the game, I'll get more comfortable with doing aerial combos. I just don't like aerial combos because sometimes I can't hit the combos like or chain the combos in the right direction to keep them in the air long enough. Oh, and this is cool as shit. I thought this was one of the coolest mechanics, was the Dust Storm. It's kind of like the only magical ability that I've seen so far in the game, I guess you could say. And now that you have the Dust Storm, like your moves look a lot cooler because it has like the wind graphic or the wind thing, I guess, behind it.
In that case, maybe I
And
can
wow,
help. If you press the
geez,
super
this is
ballistic
really,
fidget
really,
action
really
button power,
long.
I'll perform an
Like
attack
dialogue,
so
not
spectacularly
dialogue.
awesome
Well,
that
I
it'll
guess
produce
dialogue
emotions
because it's
you
back and
didn't
forth.
even
But
know
anyway,
existed.
um,
Please contain yourselves as I
this
demonstrate.
part I thought it was funny as hell. It's like she hypes it all up, and then it's that.
That was,
Well then,
very pretty.
Well, maybe
couldn't
I'll
have
just
put
keep
it
the
better
rest
myself,
of my
Dust.
repertoire to
Could
myself.
not have put it
I'm sorry,
better.
Fidget. I'm sure it'll come in handy somehow.
But
Actually, Dust,
this is actually pretty cool how you combine that little,
the dust storm can manipulate
I
Fidget's
guess,
projectile
that
into a more
orb
powerful
shot,
attack.
which is funny, the little projectiles. You combine it with the Dust Storm, and then it's just like, you know, make it rain.
Wow. Oh, by the way,
So it's
every
pretty
time I
cool.
use my power,
It's also
it
very
brings
useful
up a
for
bit of
combos.
energy.
So if you're trying to get a
You can
really long
recharge
combo
them later
chain,
with
so that way you
major
can
combos.
get increased
Yes, Dust.
experience,
Between your
um,
combos and
it's
Fidget's
really,
own
really, really
powers,
helpful. Plus,
you
it
can
like
achieve a
stuns
higher
some
hit chain,
enemies because they get
which will yield bonus
that
experience after
I guess
each
stopping
battle.
power, I guess is the best way to put
However,
it.
if you are struck by
They
an
get the
enemy,
stopping power
the
effect, so they
chain
don't
will be broken,
attack you,
and you
and
will lose your bonus
it
experience.
helps. It really
All right.
does.
I think I
Um,
understand.
I like to
If
use
this
it
is all too much for
in
you can check out
like
the
big
help
groups
screen
of
for your
enemies, so it kind of hits
vocabulary.
everybody a little
Thanks,
bit,
Fidget. I'll take a look if I'm ever in trouble.
and then I just start racking up the combos. Like I think you're gonna see it here. We also see there's a lot more going on in the screen, so you can see like what I was talking about with that wind graphic. So, and I'm getting a lot more comfortable with doing combos. Yep, there it is. So you can see it kind of just like starts hitting a little bit of everybody. It'll also knock people way up into the air, like past where you can see on the screen. You kind of lose enemies that way. It's kind of annoying, but it happens. But I'm just still blown away by the sheer graphics, like the art style and how everything's going along. And I like how the weather changes depending on what part of the map you go into and things like that. It's really, really, really cool. I like it. It's one of those games. Normally, I don't sit and actually appreciate the kind of small things, I guess you could say, about a game, like the art style, but this is one, I don't know, I really like it. But, either way, and, you know, art, enough about that. Combat. Combat's really, really cool. I have a lot of fun with it. You see me just, you know, as I'm getting more comfortable with it, I can now see myself, like, I'm able to keep up with it a lot more. Which is, you know, only something that comes with practice, I guess. Is you gotta have, you gotta keep playing in order to get your reaction time to increase, so you can do those quicker combos and things like that. Oh, and I also like the music. The music's like just really cool, but I don't know why it did that weird little bit there. I don't think it was supposed to. Probably just a glitch, but you know, whatever. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that dust storm, it's really good for like if you have like 3 or 4 enemies like right on you, because you can whip it for a little bit, whip it good, and then get them off you, so that way, you know, you can stun them at least, so that way you can start chaining up different combos and things like that. Or if somebody drops down on you, I don't know, it's good for a lot of things. I'm hoping that later in the game though, you get a different projectile attack from Fidget, yeah, that's her name. And that way, like, your Dust Storm move will do different things. And I was just curious, because I didn't go down here the first time I played. So I'm just trying to see what in the world's down here. And it's kind of, I don't know why the wind is blowing in this particular area, but I mean, it's a thing, I guess. And I don't know. Eventually, I think it'll be a more prominent game mechanic. But oh my god, these enemies, they just come out of nowhere and they keep on coming. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry, everyone. It's like 11 o'clock where I am right now, so I'm a little tired. I've been up all day.
Good. Great even.
But I really like Dust's little hat. It's pretty cool, but I just don't know how he sees out of it. You know, it's kind of like that with the same with Raiden from Mortal Kombat and Kung Lao. Is like they always have it looming over their eyes, so you don't know how they're seeing out of it. But it's a thing. I mean, it's anime. You can get away with it. Yeah, for some reason in this menu in particular, it was really slow. But whatever. And the other thing is when you level up, you get a certain like upgrade gem. I guess you could say it's just like a skill point that you can put into different things. And I chose defense at first because I wanted to take less damage per hit, which I'm glad I did instead of doing more upgrades to my health, because it doesn't matter how much health you have. An enemy hits you for, you know, full damage basically. I mean, you're still gonna get a whole lot of health taken out of you. So I'd rather increase my damage resistance, so that way enemy attacks don't hurt as much, and then, well, you know, boom. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Well, you don't have to worry about it as much, I guess. You always have to worry about losing your health. Oh my god, I can't believe why I didn't just dodge out of the way or something. You know, it really sucks going back and looking at these things, because like I see so many mistakes that I did and I could have corrected, like when trying to chain up a whole bunch of combos, but I guess I get distracted easily. So I'm like, you know, looking at just beating the crap out of one enemy. I don't see the other guys in front of me and behind me trying to hit me in the face, but it's a thing. Live and learn. Where's that last guy? I don't even... Oh, there he is. Well, mulligan. Nobody saw that whiff. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only thing about combat in this game is, like, since the individual area is so big, you can smack somebody way off the screen and you have to go running and find them. And, yeah, wow. I'm really bad at platformers, apparently. Jesus. And the red wall there kind of reminds me of like God of War, where you can go past a certain point, you have to defeat all the enemies in the area, but it sucks that the enemies can get behind that and you have to wait for them to come to you. Kind of reminds me more of like some of the old SNES games.
Silly me. I seem to have dropped all
Oh,
my details
man.
and
Wow, I'm tired.
equipment, chasing after a crazy flying sword.
Complain. Wow.
Well, you shouldn't.
Jesus.
Taking my sword, getting me in trouble.
You know, now that I think get back.
I have a
This
feeling that
isn't the first
Fidget
time I've seen
throughout
this
the
for
rest
you.
of the game is just
I've
going to
stood
sit
here
there and
before,
complain
and
about
it's very
every
spot.
little thing.
Then perhaps you recognize the village at the
And
base of these cliffs?
it's going to get really annoying. It's just going to be like
It's
Navi
hard
from
to make out
Legend
from
of
here.
Zelda. Just,
We'll need to drop down to
oh,
the
I don't
valley
want to
floor if
relive
we want
that.
to get any closer.
No one wants to
Very
relive
well.
that.
Proceed as you wish, Dust.
But I swear, I've heard the voice actor that voices Dust, and it's some other anime. I can't put my finger on it. I can't figure out who he is. But, either way. So that was just, I was trying to figure out if there was anything up there, because, I don't know, I was in an exploration mood. Wanted to kill that enemy before I saved. I forgot to mention, those are the save points, is these kind of like archway things. I'm not quite sure if they replenish your health as well. I only noticed my health was all the way back up when I did that. Oh, see, now I'm figuring out that I need to dodge more often. To rack up the higher combos. You can already see I'm at a 76. 76 now, doing pretty good. Am I gonna break it? Yeah. But, you know, combos, like I said. I don't know, I kind of like the fact that I can rack up combos and things like that. At the end of the day, like, when I look back and see that I have a really high combo chain, you know, I kind of sit there and I'm just like, haha, yes. You know, small gratification. That also means that I didn't get hit a lot. So, but, anyway. Yeah, at that point I was trying to see if that was another one of those walls I could break, and apparently it wasn't. So, moving on along, just fighting some more enemies. God damn, it's like they never end. Still fighting. I wish there were a couple more combos too, because I've only found there would be like 4 or 5 different combo, like individual combos that you can do. So I didn't quite know, like, was I going to unlock more combos as the game goes on, or is that something that just comes with leveling up? You know, I'm not 100% sure. And I'm still not 100% sure on that, and I've probably missed like a whole bunch of stuff actually in this part of the game. This is just me checking the map. Like it shows different deviations there, like on the one in the to the left, like that second block from the left. But I didn't see any other way to go down, and I'm not 100% sure, so we're just gonna keep going on the linear path and follow the yellow brick road, I guess, and see where that takes us. Oh, this one right here, this ability, by far one of the coolest ones is the aerial dust storm. You're gonna see it in just a second. It looks really, really cool. I like it. You can like fly through the air. Freaking sweet. Makes for chaining up combos even cooler. And just adds a little bit of dramatic flair, because, you know, why not? Yeah. I don't know, I like the whole combat style, I guess. Oh, whoops, that was me trying to figure out the button to get to there. There we go. I think at this, yeah, I was about to say, I think at this point I upgrade my max health. I don't know, I don't worry too much about upgrading health. What am I doing at this point? Oh, I guess I'm just looking through all my stuff at the moment. Trying to figure out what that does. Oh yeah, that's also why I was trying to equip it. It was just a blueprint, I can't equip the blueprint. Okay, now I still don't even know what I'm doing. Just fumbling around like an idiot, I guess. But, you know, it's whatever. And again, with the endless hordes of enemies. Oh, I completely didn't see that the first time I played through it. Holy shit, I'm up to 108 combo chain, 117. Damn. Oh yeah, thanks for my friend just completely photobombing. Well, not photobombing, but video bombing, I guess. Is that a thing? Did I just make that a thing? I don't know. Either way. Yeah. So obviously I'm playing this on Steam. Like I said, I bought it through Steam Summer Sale. Um, I don't know why I went back up here. I think I just went back up here to make sure that I killed everybody and got everything that there was. Things like that. But man, I'm getting a lot better with these combos. Just chaining them up. Oh, and at first I didn't know that that big bright flash of light followed by the sound. That was actually a counter move, or like a parry. I didn't know that I did it at first. It was kind of one of those accidental things because the game allows you to do certain techniques, I guess, before you really know how to do them. So, so I accidentally was doing that a couple of times. Oh god, man, I need like coffee or caffeine or something. Oh hey, I have that right here. Okay. So, got another one of those boxes. Pretty simple combinations there. Unlocking that. And,
Is that
oh
a
yeah,
tent?
the creepy
Is
merchant.
there somebody in there?
I'm just gonna let you listen to this.
It's got glowing evil eyes of evil.
A merchant lies in wait. Do not
Really?
raise appearance, frightened.
No, I thought
I
that was
sense
another
the only
fairy-like
wishes to
thing,
assist
like
in
yourself, where it was gonna be all good and sparkly and
Frightened.
like
Just
pooping out
strange.
unicorns and rainbows and
Let
something
me,
like that. I don't know.
things. Come on,
It's like
let's
obviously
go.
it's something looking evil. You don't really have to point it out that much. Oh, at this point I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And I didn't know what in the hell that was, so I decided, oh, okay, I'll just bash it open with my sword. But apparently not. So, okay, let's go back and talk to this merchant here, see what happens.
I've been expecting
And,
you, stranger. Who are you?
cool eyes, dude.
Merely a friend
At least,
with
well,
many
at least you
wares
have
for
eyes.
sale. Shall we conduct business?
And I've already gone through the merchant stall, I guess, a time or two. So I kind of knew what I was looking for, but still was a little confused. And since I'm using keyboard only options, I'm trying to figure out what the controls are for it. And also trying to figure out what I can buy for the amount of gold I have. Which is great that they don't use like a gold, silver, copper system, because I freaking hate that. Since I'm partly colorblind, sometimes it's really hard for me to tell like what's what, so I usually put it on colorblind mode. But this game I decided not to. I mean, why not, right? So, and these are all the the upgrades that you can get, um, which will increase your attack, defense, your health, and all that, depending on what item you get. Um, and also you have
Before you leave,
teleportation
propose an
stones and revival stones,
that would depend
kind
on
of like,
the offer. If
yeah,
I
so
may
that
be
way,
so bold,
just in case you
are
go
not
down, you
prepared for
get
the
back up
journey
again,
ahead.
and
I,
nothing ever going to
however,
keep you
can
down.
offer assistance.
And I also like that they
accept this
included kind of
blueprint
like a
as a
smithing
gift.
system
Should
where
you
you can
find a
make the
blacksmith
items
and the
yourself if you have the
necessary
basic ingredients in a
materials, they
blueprint,
may be able
which
to
is
craft
nice
the
because I
item for you.
hate buying stuff sometimes
I
because
can
I'll
offer you
want to save up
materials as
for,
well, though I'm not
the
entirely
revival
sure what
stones or anything
materials
like
this
that.
land deems of value. I am not from
Oh
around
man,
here,
I'm goddamn
as
thirsty
I'm
today
sure
or something.
you've guessed by now.
But
Once you've sold me a new
yeah,
material
this guy
type,
is kind
I
of
will be
creepy now
able
that I
to
think about it.
restock
I mean,
my
he's
store with it. As for
an
your
all
reward,
dark
I will pay you
creature
a bonus
with
for the first new
apparently
material
brown
you sell
hair,
me.
or maybe that's the thing,
He'll
the
buy
strings to
them
his
at the
cloak,
high
or
I,
something like
yes,
that.
yes, I
And
will.
like
Thank
bright
you.
white eyes that
Watch your
look
back,
steaming.
my friend.
I don't know. I don't even know what you would classify him as. Apparently everything is like an animalish type character in the game, except for obviously the sword and that dude. And enemies. I don't think the enemies are like those kind of creatures. But yeah, apparently this bomb fruit was the thing that I needed for the earlier door. And man, trying to figure out how to guide this thing is a real pain in the ass. I figured out the best way is just to use your aerial dust storm move and run into stuff. And there's another key. Always need those. And I've probably passed by like 4 or 5 other boxes at this point, but I just haven't figured out where they are, so... Oh crap, another one of those. I don't know, for some reason these bomb fruits are really hard to guide with your dust storm. Like, I don't quite grasp the concept of how you're supposed to guide them. I just use my aerial dust storm move, and I'm guessing that's what they intended to do. That was just me screwing up. But the aerial dust storm seems to work. And oh god, yeah, I somehow managed to just do this. I don't even know how, why. I mean, it's like, it's right there. Why isn't it exploding, for the love of God? Like, I did the same thing that I did with the other one, and it's just not blowing up. Come on. Ah, thank Christ, there it goes. But, you know, free key, saving. And, I didn't do this at the other one, but sometimes I just like the manual save. Because autosaves in the past with games like Fallout and Skyrim and God of War and stuff like that, they've managed to fuck me, and I really hate sometimes that they do that. So I always try and manual save the game, just so that way I don't have another Skyrim incident. Oh yeah, and I pulled this bomb out of nowhere, this bomb fruit out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's nice. And it decided to kill a bunch of enemies for me, so I'm like, you know, why not? So, you know, I keep trekking down this path, but then I forgot that I think I had more enemies back the other way, so I decided to go back, and sure enough, there was one, kind of just lurking about. And then I saw that you could drop down this way, so I was like, you know, I'll check it out, see what happens. And oh crap, well, oh cripe, oh Christ, another one of those bomb fruit doors. So, you know, I'll come over here, I'll try and get this real quick. Take it down there, it'll be no problem, I got all the time in the world. Oh, great. I got 10 seconds. How in the hell am I gonna do this? That's just me fucking up under pressure. I don't do well with pressure. So I'm like, oh, well, okay, you know. It happens, try again. Now I know what I'm kind of doing here. So I'll just use my aerial move and guide it over here and get it down the hole and get it. Yeah, no, that wasn't happening. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give up. Not gonna deal with this. Not gonna spend the next 20 minutes trying to do it. Moving on. Go kill some enemies. Luckily, there were some just right here. And now that I look at the video, I kind of noticed, like, every time I smack somebody with the sword, it's giving off a dust thing, as well as like a wind, steam, whatever thing. Which is kind of cool. Looks really awesome, and kind of adds to the whole "your name is dust." Which, if you looked at the like reveal trailer for the game, or like just a trailer for the game, it gives you the backstory of like how the world was created. Apparently, the 4 elements, fire, water, earth, and wind, created the world, and then the world became what it was. And it was like in a major war, but the elements decided to combine together to stop it.
All right, I've got it. Wait.
So
No.
what happened was, like, fire and water made steam,
Having some
and then
trouble there?
earth and air made dust, and they kind of like reshaped the world into what it is now.
You're just trying to show off.
And
Sweet.
that sword,
Don't
the
worry,
talking
bud.
sword,
I'm sure there's a way to get up.
is
We'll just come back later.
like a heirloom or something that survived that war. And I'm guessing it has to do with like something, you know, dust has something to do with that blade. Oh, this guy, what a fucking asshole. Okay, so I was thinking this guy was gonna be really easy. I could just smack him around a little bit, and then he sucker punches me right in the mouth, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, you know, I'll just beat on you a little bit more. Why not? So yeah, well, I missed there completely, but I'm wailing on it. I'm even using my special move. You know, I'm just trying to go ham on this thing, and nope, we're just gonna be an asshole. Sure. Oh, finally, Jesus Christ, that guy took a little forever. But Not gonna let it slow us down. Gonna keep rolling. Just keep going along. Hey, there's some more deer. That's cool.
Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Be on your guard, Dust.
I would hope so
I
by
sense
now.
a powerful foe ahead of you.
You know, and I thought this was gonna be
Don't
another
worry,
boss
Dust.
fight,
I'll
but
be behind you
you know,
every step of the way. Way behind.
wow, really? Oh, nope, another one of these assholes.
Another one of
I'm
those
like,
filthy
really?
slime dudes.
Really? You want to
They're
give me that shit?
persistent, I'll give them that.
Much as I
I'm like,
pity
this thing is
this
just
corrupt
annoying.
beast, now might be a good time to demonstrate the
And I'm
parry
like,
technique.
the parry technique?
Allow it to
Oh,
strike.
cool. I'll be able to parry stuff. And, what? You're gonna let it just hit you? Okay. Oh, that's what that move is.
Attack and hold the weapon
Okay,
the moment
that
of the
makes a
enemy
whole
strike,
lot of
and
sense.
you will parry their attack, opening them up for a counterattack.
You know, parrying.
Timing is
Okay,
crucial,
I've done this a couple
and
of
you must
times,
be
mostly by
facing your
accident,
opponent.
but okay.
And as you can see, a successful
Obviously you have to
parry
face
might
your
also
opponent to use
daze
the
your opponent
move, but
temporarily.
the best thing
Now,
is that it can daze
put
your
this
opponent.
beast out of its
Awesome.
misery.
And I'm like, oh god, this is gonna take us small forever. Wait a minute. God damn, that thing went down pretty easily. I guess I should use that parry move a lot more often. This is just me figuring out how to use it. But, you know, I'll go ahead and walk along.
I see
Hey,
somebody
panda
over there.
lady. Or
Ask
bear
them if
lady,
they've got
whatever.
anything to eat.
We're in a bit of a hurry, Fidget. Don't worry, I'll feed you later.
Hey, I'm not a pet. But, I would
Yeah,
appreciate
you
that.
are. You're a pet.
Thanks.
Just deal with it. Fidget, the little flying
hello.
navvy thing.
Surprised me
God
there.
damn it.
Don't get many travelers this far out of town.
Sorry about that. It's nice to finally
But
meet a friendly
anyway,
face. So we're getting closer
I have
to
a
the village
feeling that
then?
for some reason
mean
Dust was
Aurora
a
Village?
bad guy
Yes,
and he lost
it's
his
just
memory and
beyond those
became a
fields to
good
the
guy.
east.
I don't know, I
And
get
I
that
think you
vibe
might be
off of
just
him.
in time.
But,
What do you mean?
The
you know,
monster
who
attacks
knows?
down there have been getting worse. Right before you showed
Oh
up,
yeah, I had
I
the
swear
feeling,
I
I
heard
was like,
somebody shouting.
my Admiral
She's
Akbar
right,
senses were
Dust.
tingling
I
like
can hear
crazy. I
somebody
was
calling
like,
from a
oh
little
yeah,
further down
there's
the path.
definitely gonna be a
Let's
big
get
boss
going.
fight ahead of me.
Yes, please hurry.
I'm
Be
guessing.
careful.
And, you know, spoiler alert, I was right. Sorry everybody, had to spoil that one. So, and you know, because I'm always, never, you know, always be good to be careful, so I'll just manual save right there, keep on going, and jump down this little thing here, and here we go. I like how the
Please,
atmosphere
help us.
completely changes from, you know, bright and sunny to in the middle of a rainstorm. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that?
Don't worry, I think I can handle it.
It kind of like
Exercise all you
reminds
will,
me of an
Dust.
Ent thing.
Send these foul creatures from this existence.
And I'll have to admit, I think this thing kicks my ass here, because I completely forgot about the parrying thing. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna wail on it enough times and use a bunch of combos and use my dust storm, and you know, it'll all be good. Do a little bit of that, get a little bit of that, and I'm like, oh well, crap. I think I need to use healing items there, because I see the flashing thing. So I'm like, button for that. Nope, didn't find it there. There you go. So I'm just like, wail on it enough times. I'll kill it. It shouldn't be too hard. And he knocks me down to fucking 1 health. I'm like, Jesus Christ, really? Just die already. But yeah, this thing was pretty persistent. And of course I completely forgot. And I'm like, revival stone used. I had a revival stone? What the hell? Hey, you know, not arguing. But I'm just sitting here like, really? Oh, wait. You know, trying to heal myself, couldn't heal myself, so I'm like, okay, gotta use some more health items. Did I select it? Maybe? Yes? No? Well, keep fighting. Hopefully. I'll win, eventually. Oh yeah, and then I used my parry move, and I was like, oh, yeah, shit, parrying. That's right. I do more damage on this thing that way. A hell of a lot more damage. Oh, I don't think I came across that revelation yet. There was the revelation. But I don't know why I didn't see it sooner in this guy. I mean, when you parry all of his moves, it's really easy to take him down. Wow. I was like, okay, boss fight done. Awesome.
Wait, that's not all of them.
You've got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. Really? I was like, really? 2 of them? Well, that's just great. You know, I just gotta use my parry move enough times and just smack them up a little bit. Do a little bit of that, get a little bit of this. Do some dodging, some sweet moves there. But I'm getting a lot better with... Oh yeah, and these guys are really easy to read. I mean, they'll let you know when they're about to attack, so it's really, really super easy to predict what they're doing. Except the screen is flashing a lot with like the lightning and the rain and stuff like that, and me getting my combo up really high, which fucking broke my chain combo, so I didn't get that extra XP, which kind of upset me. But I mean, you know, c'est la vie, life goes on. And there it is. Boss is down, level up, doing good. My little Otso with wings being scared as all hell.
Well done, Dust. You have proven yourself
And,
a worthy swords master. And
yeah, I
none
was
too
like,
soon.
awesome, sweet. Little
Bah,
break,
they weren't
hear a
so
little
tough.
dialogue.
I could probably
These
take
guys
on
are gonna
another
take
4
forever. This little thing is
No,
boasting about
that.
being all big and
And this
strong
was the...
when she was
Oh,
cowering in fear like
thank you
30
so
seconds ago.
much.
What happened here?
I
And
don't know.
getting a little
We were out
backstory
here checking the
from the
fields
bunny
when those
people.
giants
I
attacked.
mean,
We've been having
bunny
a
people.
lot of problems with
Why not?
smaller
I mean, you're
beasts,
kind of like
but this
this
is the first time a
wolf-looking
giant has ever
thing,
come this close to the
I guess.
village.
So,
Then the first step
hey,
of your
bunny people.
journey
We just
is
met a
in
panda
examining
person
us.
earlier, and we're now up to
The
bunny
village
people.
lies just
What's
ahead.
next? We're gonna meet a bunch of dog
Yes,
people?
we
I don't know.
arrived. That's great.
I don't know
But
what's
what
going on.
now?
That has not
Or
yet
maybe
been
you're a dog
revealed to
person.
you.
I don't know.
These people are
Anyway,
safe, and that is
you
what
know,
is important.
no,
Let us
anime
continue
stuff.
onward.
So,
Will you two be
also like how
alright?
the runes light up with
Yes. I just need
when
a
your
moment to
talking
rest.
sword
I'm not
is
sure
talking.
how you did it, but you took down 3
But
giants single-handedly.
Not a problem. That's what
you know,
we do.
apparently awesome.
Bringing justice to the weak and defenseless.
Hey, who are you calling weak?
The guy who's sitting on the floor. But I believe that should be it for this level. And then, oh yeah, and I'm gonna upgrade my attack, I believe, at this point. Gotta get that upgrade in, because we leveled up, you know, why not? But I believe that should be the end of this level. Going into chapter 1. Gonna end it here. I know it's a bit of a long video, so catch you guys later.